How do you personally use AI or automation tools in your day-to-day work, and where do they not help?
Was that me?
For you, Walt, yeah.
How do I use it? Oh, wow. So I primarily use it for social media stuff. It helps me I do a lot of daily prompting on LinkedIn, social media posts. I do a word of the day. I do a word of the week, my wow. So I do use it for that to help by giving it certain prompts to try to find certain answers. Like I try to take words and find humorous definitions of them to go along with the serious. I use it personally. Like I'm working on a presentation right now for a mastermind group that I'm in about the practical use of AI, so that people that have heard a lot about it but don't actually, they're kind of nervous about what is it going to do for me? How can I actually do it? So I'm working on creating like natural prompts, like setting up, I just did one recently with setting up a workout plan for a person at a certain age and working at a certain place and how many times a week. And these are the kind of machines and weights that are available, and using it to go out and research rather than buy an app that you pay a monthly subscription to. This, the AI can help resource. It finds resources, gives you a summary, and then I ask for it to give me the resources if I want to go and back check where it got it from. Doing the same thing with lawn care, diet. So there's a lot of things that I'm playing with right now for practical use, but primarily it's been more on the social media and idea generation. I use it a lot for brainstorming.
Just before I come to you, Brooks, you mentioned lawn care there. And I don't know if this is a natural thing, but I find the older I get, the more I care about my lawn. But side point of that is I actually gave ChatGPT to my mum, who's a pensioner, because she does a lot of gardening, and she can sort of point the camera at these flowers and ask what's wrong with this flower. Yep. And ChatGPT helps her figure it out and get better results when she goes to her gardening clubs and all that. So it's the application potential feels enormous outside of even just pure project management roles, which I'd hope would be exciting for people. Okay, Brooks, I'm coming to you with the same question. How do you personally use AI or automation tools, especially in your day-to-day work, and where do you find them not as helpful?
Sure. So just like Walt, it definitely helps with ideation and helping to develop on the social media aspect and blogs. A new one that I'm testing, just playing with my blogs, throwing into Notebook LM and having it create podcasts. Not in the true formal fashion like Walt has with his PM Mastery, but just for fun, just testing it out and seeing how it goes. Then coming into the day-to-day work, I've been always had a desire to learn about macros and VBA within Excel and different types of coding. Just never had the time, because being a project manager in construction and infrastructure, it's not our forte, if you will. And so that's actually helped me develop some insane Excel documents with coding and VBA in the background that I get to learn parts and pieces of it as I go. And then I've also started to utilize Power Automate to help with automation and utilizing Copilot and developing some automations within some of the workflows at work. So it's been unique. It's been interesting. It's a tool that will help us all. You just need to know how to utilize it correctly.
It's really nice. Lots of good stuff to pick at there. But your Power Automate point, it's part of a family of tools called Robotic Process Automation. And I think that should just be mandatory learning for every project and delivery professional. To be able to have an idea of how you can automate stuff away is just so incredibly helpful. And
it hurts my head.
But then if you throw the AI layer in there, not only to coach you, but to allow you to really put the jetpack on your solutions, the sky's the limit from there. I think it's tremendous.
Yep. One thing I want to add to this, and this is something I've been thinking through recently with AI and the course, there is a course in Appear on AI, is a lot of the tools that are out there are not always available to all people. So like on my phone, I have 3 or 4 different AI apps that I use and play with, but at work, we are locked out from anything but the corporate LLM. So, and I have a client. So when I'm on their network, I'm restricted to theirs, but because I'm not an employee as a contractor, I can't use theirs. And I can't use mine on their network. So I'm basically blocked out of using AI for my day-to-day stuff. So I use, I'll brainstorm through outside apps and then have to translate that over in some format for my work. So in large corporate environments, AI is not as easy access as it is in your day-to-day.
I'll ask you a quick follow-up because I've got an opinion on this, but do you see that situation continuing? Because I think personally it's a matter of time before everywhere just sort of adopts them in once the pendulum swings back to somewhere sensible, I suppose.
I think it'll be as prolific as just having Office 365. Yep. So, yep. I mean, right now Microsoft's already got with Copilot, and they've got some AI tools built into like PowerPoint. I haven't messed with them on a lot of others, but once that becomes more accepted and people are less afraid of it, I think the restrictions will be loosened up. So, because they encourage, like when my client encourages the use of AI, but I can't get access to it. So, yay, yes, I agree with you. We should do it. Give me access.